everybody, and welcome back to the Garden of Sports Fantasy Hockey Podcast. We're back with Hockey Week 10. I'm your host, Zach Gardner, alongside my brother Jake.
Hello, hello.
And we're just going to jump right on into our weekly 3x3 here and give you our top 3 waiver ads. So I'm going to start it off with Jack Roslovic. Really good this week. He's only 43% rostered, 2 goals and 6 assists his last 6 games. He's on the second line in top power play right now, and just going off the last 2 weeks. Grab him while he's hot. Looking very good. Get yourself some center depth and Jack Roslovic, however you say it.
Yeah, weren't you down on this guy to start the year?
I was down on him, but, I'm always willing to change my stance given new information, so...
Yeah. All right. Didn't have to give me a politician's answer, but jeez.
Well, it's the truth. I didn't think he was worthy of a draft. Of drafting.
Yeah.
But right now he's going off. Definitely a guy you should be picking up. The evidence is all there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's scoring a lot of goals and he's on a power play and he's getting really good deployment. I just wasn't sure that they would keep him in the top 6, but since they are, hey, go get him.
Yes, sir. My first guy, Travis Sanheim. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
You are.
37.7% rostered. He's not fully on the power play, so I guess it comes with a little bit of a kicker, but he's become a consistent contributor for the Flyers and has heavy minute usage. 3 goals and 6 assists in the last 12. And then the big thing, I think, is the 3.4 fantasy point average.
Yes, that's huge.
That's a lot better than a lot of guys you can grab off the waiver wire right now, this time of year. Especially if you missed out on guys like Cousins last week. And I think this is a really solid pickup. It sucks with the power play, but that could change. And last game, 27 minutes. These guys, they're putting them out there.
Yeah, he's getting the big minutes, and he's a good all around defenseman. He's a guy that if you get the peripheral scoring counted in your league, definitely a guy you might want to consider because he will give you the all around stats. Definitely somebody worth considering in any kind of banger league or any kind of deep scoring format league. So, yeah.
Yeah, is he getting the bangs then? That's why
his
his average is so high.
He's
that makes
usually
sense.
a banger. I got his stats up right here. He's Travis Sanheim.
Yeah, because I was just going off the fantasy points average, but that makes because he's not getting heavy goals and assists. So
yeah, so the last 4 games he's only got 2 hits, so he wasn't hitting a lot over the last week, but he normally does have more hits. And but he has 6 blocks in the last 4 games. Getting those blocks, you love to see it. So there's a lot to like with his game. So definitely somebody with the periphery worth picking up.
Sure.
And then I got another defenseman, Rasmus Sandin. He's only 6.7% rostered. He is on the top power play right now. Has a great role. He's on the second pairing, I believe. But has a great role right now with all the D-man injuries in Toronto. 3 of their top 6 defensemen are all on IR right now. So this kind of is a short-term ad as everyone is expected back by the end of December, all 3 guys that are hurt right now. But if you are hurting for D-man points or looking for an injury replacement, Rasmus Sandin's definitely a good option. He's got 1 goal and 2 assists his last 3 games, and I believe that he's got some power play points in there too. I'm just gonna double check the power play points because I know he is getting top power play time. Yeah, he's got 2 power play points as well with the 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 of those power play points. So he's kind of slapping it, and he has 8 hits in 3 games. He's getting a couple hits, 4 shots on goal, 4 blocks. So and so you love to see it. Pretty good. So very available, only 6%. Rostered, somebody to consider. He's even viable right now in a points league. If you don't get any peripheral scoring at all, he's scoring some points too right now as a guy that low owned. So somebody to consider really in all formats right now. And he's widely available. So go give him a look.
Oh yeah, I agree. My second guy, we've talked about him last week, but I think it's still worth bringing him up because he's not heavy rostered yet. Anthony
Mhm.
Cirelli, I think he's still a must-grab player, only 16.7% rostered. 4 assists in his first 4 games back from injury, and
Yep.
that's only on 15 minutes of ice time, so I think it's just going to increase from here. And we know it's a high-octane offense, and he's been a mid-round producer before, so...
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a guy that's should be getting higher owned, and there's definitely lots of potential for him to score points. He is a playmaking guy, and he gets defensive points too. Very good. We talked about it last week. Same thing. He's a very good all around player. So definitely in any kind of categories, banger league, he's a guy that's very valuable. Really good in those types of leagues, as well as he can be good in points leagues as well because he does. He will run into weeks where he's scoring a shit ton. So I mean, he's definitely a fun player. I'm sure that as the season goes on, that's going to climb way up. He's just kind of not a big name guy yet, but I
Yeah.
mean, he will be because he's one of their top young players. So yeah, definitely a good guy worth mentioning.
Yeah, dude. Gotta get him.
Yeah, and then I got a goalie here for my third guy. I got Piotr Kachetkov. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm going to go with Piotr Kachetkov.
Oh my God.
He is the everyday starter for Carolina right now due to injuries, and he's performing fantastic. He's got a 2.21 goals against average on the season and a 918 save percentage. I mean, those are crazy good numbers. And he's been getting all the fucking starts. So I mean, he's getting volume. That's not any kind of, that those numbers are high. He's getting lucky. I don't think so because he plays every game. So he's just performing so good. So if he's available, go get this guy. He's a goalie number one that you can start every game until further notice. Really, go check on Pyotr Kachetkov.
Yeah, dude, looks like a beast.
Yeah.
He could drop the Blues starter. Well, he had a good game tonight, but he's been disappointing.
Yeah.
My third guy, a little higher owned, but I thought it was worth bringing up because he's been dropped a lot. John Klingberg, he's back from injury. He had a little hiatus there. And he didn't have a great start to the year, lower average than you would like. But I'm reading that he should be dealt by the trade deadline to a contender. And I think he'll get increased usage at that point and return to his previous form. I think he's a little down this year, his numbers, but
They are definitely down, yep. His worst year of his career so far.
Yeah, so it's a buy low opportunity, or he's being dropped in a lot of leagues, so you can go grab him.
Yeah, I would say buy low or definitely, give him a look for sure if he's been dropped. I think that if he does get traded to a contender, I think it would increase his production. The only thing you got to worry about is, most contending teams already have number one power play defensemen. So
Okay.
in theory, you would think that it would make his numbers better being on a better team, but that's not always the case. That he might be on like the second power play versus right now he's on the first power play on a bad team.
Yeah.
So you always gotta think about that because most teams that are making these trades at the deadline already have like good teams put together, so they're not looking for like a number one defenseman. You know what I mean?
He was never a number one anyway, though, right?
Well, he was, but he's getting past his prime now. But I think a lot of people still look at him as a number one defenseman. I mean, that's kind of his role. I mean, he's built for being on the power play because he's a guy that he's a defenseman that likes to shoot the puck.
Well, even if he's not traded, then he should still be better than this.
Yeah, I think he will be better than this for sure. I just you wonder if the age is starting to catch up with him, but I think he's definitely, no matter what happens, I think he's going to do better than how he's started this year.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thought I'd bring him up, but
I think
there's better moves. That's why he's my third.
No, he's definitely worth mentioning for sure. I mean, I think people should be taking a chance on him. Definitely.
All right.
And then we'll just break into surprises.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
I got Tage Thompson this week putting the biscuit in the basket. He had a 5-goal game over this last week. He over his last 7 games has 8 goals and 7 assists. Dude is on fucking fire. And a little quick nugget. He is Klay Thompson's younger brother, so kind of interesting there.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Breakout star player gets it from somebody.
Yeah, they got
Who's
something going on.
who are their parents? I mean, what is this family?
I think Klay Thompson's dad. I think he played basketball. I'm pretty sure. I think he was an NBA player.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all in the family. They got athletes in every sport. All 3 brothers play professionally in different sports. Yeah, wow. It's crazy.
My surprise of the week: Miro Heiskanen going crazy this year. Breakout campaign. 22 points, 67 shots, 32 blocks, and a ±7 rating through 25 games. I think if you got him late in the draft, I mean, it's paying off, paying big dividends. Could be the steal of the draft. And I just wanted to...
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because that's all over the last few weeks because Heiskanen in the first month of the season was kind of starting slow, and people were a little worried about him. But then ever since the first month of the season, the guy's been breaking the hell out and doing fantastic. So, I mean, yeah, good. You love to see it. He's finally living up to that really high pedigree and the way people always talked about him is the next top defenseman. He is definitely proving it this year, being the unquestioned number 1 D-man.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty freaking crazy.
And
this is the guy you were talking about, right? For a while, Sean was giving you crap.
Yeah, he
this
was.
Is who we were all giving you crap, but
he was giving me crap about Heiskanen, and he was giving me crap about Klingberg as well. Me thinking that Klingberg.
Maybe
it
was
good.
More Klingberg, yeah. But
I think it was, more Klingberg. You guys were all over me on that one. Seems like you guys were right on that, though.
Yeah, for now.
But Heiskanen doing great. And then we got big injury updates. Valeri Nichushkin is back and immediately was put on the top power play, getting 23 minutes a game. So I think it's safe to say that ankle is healed, Jake. I don't know about you, but I think that ankle feeling pretty good. So they love to see it. Anybody that held on to Nichushkin, you're going to start reaping the rewards there. The guy is the unquestioned, top power play winger. So love to see it. And then Radko Gudas, he's in concussion protocol. Hopefully the hits haven't caught up with him because he's a special banger. He just knows how to bang, dude. Yeah, some guys, not everybody gets it. He can bang with the best of them.
Does his head grow every time he gets the hit? Because look at him, dude.
I know he's got a
things popping.
Got a 5 head.
Coyote Munde.
Yeah, no, but or the guy from Dragon Ball Z, who's that?
I don't know.
One of the guys. But yeah, Radko Gudas, concussion protocol. Hate to see it. He's been having another fucking good year banging. Then we got some deep league moves here to talk about. We got Owen Tippett. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist his last 4 games. Starting to get the scoring going. I mean, this is a highly thought of prospect that that Philadelphia was excited to get from Florida. Finally starting to do something here. He's on the 3rd line right now, not on a power play for the moment, but he is a decent streaming option in a deep league right now. It's somebody you can think about.
Yes,
and then another guy here, Adam Lowry, 3 goals his last 4 games. Deep league streaming move here. He is on 3rd line, 2nd power play right now. So at least he is getting a little bit of power play time. Somebody to think about on Winnipeg.
Yeah, I think he's even better than Tippett right now.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit. And then we got Banger of the Week, Andreas England. 20 hits in 4 games. Congratulations. Keep on banging, Mr. Bangman.
Oh my god.
And real quick here, we're just going to wrap this week up with a little bit of look at the schedule. So yeah, week 10, December 12th through 18th, that is this week. Okay, so the worst schedule of the week, we can just get it out of the way. Vancouver Canucks, they're the only team with only 2 games this week. They got a Wednesday and Saturday. So you can kind of rule out trying to pick up anybody from Vancouver. They got a really bad week this week. And then there's quite a bit of teams with 4 games. So we got the Anaheim Ducks with 4 games. You can look at, John Klingberg, and they have a back-to-back on Monday, Tuesday, so you can look at maybe their backup goalie, but they got Ottawa and Toronto, so maybe you want to just stay away from that back-to-back goalie situation. You can definitely be looking at John Klingberg if he's back from injury. He's got 4 games this week. We got Calgary Flames with 4 games. We got Carolina Hurricanes with 4 games. And don't be surprised if fucking Pyotr Kochetkov starts all 4, even though they got a back-to-back. They might still start him because he's young and they don't have anybody. So we'll see if he gets a break or not. Blackhawks got 4 games. Dallas Stars got 4 games. Edmonton Oilers got 4 games. You can take a look at Stuart Skinner. If he's available, he's doing phenomenal right now as their main goalie. We didn't mention him in our pickups, but Stuart Skinner's a guy you can take a look at for goalie points. We got the Minnesota Wild with 4 games. They don't have a back-to-back, but they still got 4 games. So, still playing a decent amount of games. We got the Montreal Canadiens, 4 games. Nashville Predators, New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers, Ottawa Senators, and Winnipeg Jets, all with great 4-game schedules this week. So I'll be taking a look at all those teams. And that'll wrap that up. And thank you all so much for listening. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, get notified when our episodes drop. Go follow us on our social media. We got Facebook, facebook.com/Garden of Sports Podcast. We have Instagram, Instagram.com/Garden of Sports, and we have Twitter, Twitter.com/GOSPod2021. Go follow us. It'll be a good time. And we'll catch you back here next week with another fantasy hockey episode. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.